Hi everybody, welcome to my vlog. This is Claire and I am Loves Red Sews. So I'm just popping on. It is day one of my Spend a Week with me and today is Sunday the 25th of May. So I've got this coming week off work and I thought I would just pop on a daily basis just to let you know what I'm up to and just to share a few kind of sewing bits and pieces. So I hope that's okay. Today, Sunday, I've had quite a chilled day and I finished my Arlo track jacket. So you can see it here in the background. This is all completely finished and I'm really pleased with how it has turned out. So I will pop a couple of photos in so that you can see me wearing the full outfit with the jacket and also with the trousers together. But I think hopefully you'll agree, I think the whole outfit looks really good together. And yeah, I'm really pleased with the full outcome. I think in hindsight I possibly would have done the jacket slightly shorter. So maybe would have picked the cropped version, or possibly even somewhere between the cropped and the medium length. This one is the medium length. I mean, it's fine, but I think I probably would have wanted it very slightly shorter. But everything else about it is great. The sizing was great, and also the fit of it and everything is really good. And the sleeve length, I just took an inch out of the sleeve, so that is great. I have changed my position of my ring light and also the holder for my phone. So I've gone back to the kind of original view, which is, I used to have a little tripod set up on my desk when I was vlogging. And now I've got this kind of ring light arm, which is connected to the back of my desk and then comes up, highlights me and hopefully some of my background, and then it also has a holder on it for my phone. So I did have it in a different part of my desk for my last week's vlog, and I had a few comments to say that the lighting was great, but I think probably need to adjust the position a little bit, because I think I'd put it up a little bit too high, and I think people saw more of the ceiling above me rather than me. So I've tried to tilt it down a little bit and just get myself a little bit more central into the centre of the camera. So I hope the view is a little bit better. So Ralphie is just trying to rock up his bed, as you can see. Right, I've just got him settled. What it is, I think it's because I am filming, obviously recording this at the moment, and my husband's back outside playing a little bit of golf. Well, I say playing golf, he's practicing his shots. So Ralphie is not getting attention from either of us at the moment. So I think that's why he did that, but I've just got him settled underneath his blanket. I'm not going to be on here for very long. I just thought I'd pop on because obviously it's only day one. If I do too long, then you're going to have too long a vlog to watch at the end of the week. So I'll just quickly share what I'm wearing today for Me Made May, and then I think I will log off and I shall come back to you tomorrow. So if I can just step back slightly. So I am wearing, this is a really old make actually, but this is a jersey and this is a cocoa top by Tilly and the Buttons. It's obviously slightly snug, but I don't feel too bad in it today. And I've done the 3/4 length. Now I made this quite a number of years ago, but it's still going strong, and the jersey is such lovely quality and so soft. So I decided to put that on, and I've paired it with my Ash jeans, Megan Nielsen Ash jeans, which I made a while ago. Don't know how well you can see that, but I will pop a photo in, maybe just up here. I will pop a little photo in so that you can see the full outfit. So I'm going to sign off here. I'm doing a little bit of cooking at the moment for our dinner. We're having pork belly slices tonight for dinner, and yeah, I shall be back with you again tomorrow. So hope to see you then. Thanks for watching for now. Bye. Ralphie. Yeah. Hi everyone, welcome to day 2 of my spend a week with me. I've not actually been up to that much today, so I don't have an awful lot to share with you, but you will have seen that we took Ralph out for a little walk this morning. Apparently it was meant to be raining this afternoon, so we kind of got out while the weather was still good, and he had a good run with his ball over the field. So we've done that this morning. We've had a little bit of lunch. I have been trying to be a little bit good at the moment, so I've been eating lots of salads. So I made myself a lovely salad, and I have just recorded my vlog for So Skin Summer 25. So that will just be going up onto my YouTube account, and by the time you watch this video that will have been up already, so I'm putting that up today. So today is Monday, it's a bank holiday here in the UK. Yesterday I made a garment which I can't actually share with you at the moment because I'm making it for a project that somebody else is doing. So I'm kind of making up a sample of that, and I loved it actually. It's a really simple pattern, came together really quickly, and I loved it so much that I've already cut out another version this morning, and I shall be sewing up a second version, possibly even more, so we'll see how that goes. But while I was doing my vlog, I was talking about some patterns for covering up for summer, and one of the patterns that I have previously made is the Andy set by Swim Style Patterns, and it kind of got me thinking that actually I'd quite like to make the top again. Now I've only made the outfit once, and I did it with sleeveless. I did the top sleeveless, and I think for another version I would really like to make it with longer sleeves. So I am doing a sort of kind of a collaboration, not quite a collaboration, with Julie from Sews Her Own Clothes, and we are both using the same fabric. I think she is using sort of the pink and red colourway, and I have got this colourway. In fact, I have actually got both colourways of this fabric, but I'm going to be using this colourway for mine. And I was originally thinking that I might try and make the Samara top with this, but I know Adele from Sew for Serenity has also made a Samara in this, so I was kind of conscious of that. And then today, while I was doing my vlog, I suddenly got the inspiration that I might actually try the Andy top from the Andy set. So I might just try the top from the Andy set and make that up, but with the long sleeves, because I've only made the sleeveless version. So I think I might have a go at cutting that out this afternoon and seeing how that comes together. So yeah, that is kind of my plan. So if I do a little bit of that cutting out, I might bring you along with me, but for now I will sign off, and I shall come back to you again later. Thanks. See ya. Bye. Good morning. It's Wednesday today and I am out on a dog walk this morning. Sorry I didn't pop on yesterday. I don't really have anything else to kind of share with you really. I did no sewing. I was quite tired actually after my jaunt into very rainy Birmingham, but as you can see it's quite sunny at the moment. It's nice and warm. Actually the sun's that way. It's quite warm and there are a few grey clouds though, so I think it is going to rain at some point today. But I'm off to my sister's today. I haven't seen her for ages, and turns out my mum and my brother are also going, so bit of a random midweek get together. But I'm off work this week, so I am heading there to see them and have lunch, so that'll be nice. So I shall I need to find out where Ralph's gone because I think he's run over the hill now. It's like a little hill here, little ridge. He's run over there, so I need to go and find him. So I shall speak to you in a bit. Okay, we are now in the second field because Ralphie was over here. He's a bit wild today, he keeps running off. I don't like going too far around this one because we're quite close to the road here. As you can probably see, there he goes, look, he's running off. Ralph! He's a bit wild today, he's running off. Come on, this way. Hi everybody, I'm just in the car and I'm off to my sister's, as I mentioned, for the day. It's looking a bit grey and looks like it might actually rain today again. But hopefully we'll be inside for most of it anyway, and yeah, so hopefully I'll avoid it. But I've got about a 45-minute drive to get there, up the motorway. She's a bit further up north on the M1, so hopefully it won't be too much of a busy drive. And yeah, I'm heading off now, so I shall catch up with you again later. Bye.
Help me! Is there a crab in there? What did you do that for? Fish? Thank you.
Hi everybody, so it's a bit later in the day now. It's in fact nearly 7 p.m, so I've actually had quite a busy day in the end. So I jumped onto my sewing social earlier today, which was from 9:30 till about 12. Then I had a bit of lunch, and then I've been quite busy this afternoon doing bits and pieces. I wanted to start a new project, which was to make a bag which I have been gifted, and I'm going to be doing a separate vlog on that. But unfortunately the tutorial video had a little bit of a technical issue and I was not able to start that project. So what I did instead was I actually did a bit of sorting out of paperwork, because I kind of realised that I had lots of like a build up of paperwork dotted around in different places. So I ordered myself some box files and I've done a big sort out of all my paperwork. I have got my shredder out today, and I've been shredding lots of old paperwork. So yeah, I've been doing quite a lot of that kind of stuff today. But I thought I would just jump on quickly and just share with you what I'm wearing, and also I've got a couple more of the same thing to show you, because I actually got invited to sort of participate or partake in a challenge that's being run by Sarah from My Handmade Wardrobe. So she is starting up a new little kind of venture called the Weekend Sewing Club. So it's actually centred around people that don't get a lot of time to sew for whatever reason. So she has come up with a great idea to produce patterns, or provide a pattern. So it's a monthly pattern, and she will also do kind of tutorial and all of the kind of steps to make that garment, but they'll be fairly simple garments that you can make in a weekend for those people that have quite busy lives for one reason or another. The idea is that she's kind of created this weekend sewing club to sew up a garment that she has produced, and it will be a monthly sort of PDF pattern. So the first sort of pattern, and it's going to be part of a little challenge, actually launches this week on the 4th of June, I think, or the 5th of June. I can't remember exactly which date now, but what I will do is link her channel below. So she has a Facebook group specifically for the challenge and the group, so I will link that. And she also has an Instagram page for My Handmade Wardrobe and also for the Weekend Sewing Club. So all of the details are on there. There'll be a lot more information. But I'm sort of included in the kind of vlogger team. There's a few of us vloggers that are helping out just to kind of spread the word a little bit for her, and also to make up some samples of the projects. So that is one of the things I'm wearing at the moment. So the first project is a t-shirt, just a fairly simple basic t-shirt, and the idea is it will take no more than sort of 2 to 3 hours to sew up, and so a few of us were tasked with sewing up some samples of it. And so this weekend I actually sewed up 2 samples, just because I think I just got a little bit excited with pairing different fabrics together from my stash. And then today on the virtual sewing room, I didn't really have a project cut out or prepared, so I ended up cutting out another one of these t-shirts on the call. So that call was sort of 2.5 hours, and I managed to cut out the t-shirt and sew it all up and get it all sewn up in that time. So it just shows how quick it comes together. So I thought I would just share the t-shirts with you basically. So I've been wearing one of them today, and I will stand up. I've got Ralphie down here, so I don't want to run over him with my chair. But this is the t-shirt. So it's a very simple t-shirt. I've actually just cut the medium, which gives me a little bit of room here. It's not sort of super fitted. I possibly could grade down, but I kind of allowed a bit more room here across my chest. It is pulling slightly here, but you know, that is nature of having a slightly larger chest. But all of these fabrics that I've used were all in my stash, so this t-shirt pattern is actually a really good sort of stash buster. Ralph's listening now, I think. Are you listening? Are you listening, Ralphie? So I had a little bit of this see you at 6 fabric with the pandas on, and I couldn't resist using that. And then I just had a meter of this, and I thought that went quite well because the blue in here actually matches, and that wasn't really planned, but I had both in my stash. And so that was the first one that I did, and that extends round to the back as well. So you've got kind of this yoke. I mean, you could do it all in one colour, but it's quite a nice sort of way to mix colours up. The second one that I did was this one, which is a little bit more sort of, I guess, brighter. So I had a little bit of this left over, and this was a kind of a cotton lightweight sweatshirt in that I bought from Higgs and Higgs, and I did that an LB pullover with that. And then this was the fabric that I picked up at the weekend from the fabric shop pop-up at our sewing social, and I thought the colour, this teal in here, or turquoise, picked out this colour here, and then I just used the same jersey for the cuffs and for the neckband as well, so I thought that all went quite well. 2 seconds. And then the third one I sewed up today in the sewing social is this one. So this is not Ace cotton, this is a leftover remnant of a cotton jersey that I had. I think I made an Adrienne blouse in this, but I couldn't resist pairing it with the red, so I've got this beautiful quality, it's a nice lightweight kind of French terry, and I had a scrap of that left over, just enough for this t-shirt basically, so I added the leopard print at the top and the red at the bottom, and then obviously used the red for the ribbon as well on the cuffs. So I think this one might actually be my favourite, although it is a little bit kind of more drapey, sort of, so it kind of looks a little bit more of a looser fit than this one, whereas this is a cotton jersey. I'm really pleased with those. So I'm quite a t-shirt and jeans kind of girl. That is quite often my go-to kind of wardrobe, especially when I'm working from home or taking the dog out for a walk and stuff. So you know, it's always handy to have a few more t-shirts in rotation, and I've made so many of the Tammy Handmade Naya t-shirt that it's good to have a different option. So these three all been made up over the last couple of days. Now that there may not be my last, it is actually a really good pattern and it's drafted brilliantly, the instructions are really good, and as I said, it comes together so quickly that, you know, you can kind of cut it out and make it up within 2 to 3 hours at the most. So if you're interested in, then I would highly recommend popping along to Sarah's page and having a look. And at the moment, for the first challenge, so she's actually doing like a little challenge to make up the t-shirt, and the pattern will be free, and there is also a little Facebook group, and I think she's doing a live event where you can go and show off your creation as well. So yeah, it's just a fun little thing. It's well worth doing it, seeing how you get on. So yeah, I would highly recommend. And Sarah is she's a fantastic tutor and also a fantastic pattern drafter, so I would highly recommend. So I'm gonna log back off again now. Probably won't be back on this evening. My husband's just cooking us dinner, and then we'll probably kind of relax this evening. So I shall catch up with you again tomorrow. Hi everyone, I thought I would just pop on quickly today. I am just about to iron this fabric, so I'm actually going to cut this out. I'm actually going to cut a top out on this afternoon. I've been quite busy this morning with kind of non-sewing related stuff. As you saw, I was out for a walk with Ralph this morning, and then I've been doing lots of kind of sorting. My husband's actually got a guest. My husband's actually got a friend coming tomorrow for the weekend, and we needed to get the spare room sorted out because it's a little bit of a dumping ground. So I've kind of been doing a bit of sorting out in there. A lot of it is my sort of, well, I say my stuff, it's like kind of washing like the errors and stuff like that, and I might put that there. and I just needed to kind of get them cleared and sorted. So I've been doing stuff like that. I finished off my shredding and got that all sorted. So yeah, it's been quite a busy morning without any kind of sewing stuff. So I thought now I've done most of that and I've kind of got the afternoon free. I thought I would give the top a cut out. I was actually going to cut this top out just before lunch, and then realised that this fabric was quite creased. And I mean, I don't know about you, but I sometimes can be a little bit lazy with stuff like that, and if I can get away with it, I will cut the garment out anyway without ironing. But I think this was probably just a little bit too far to not be ironed. So yeah, I thought I better iron this one, otherwise it might affect the quality of the top. So I'm actually going to cut out a Swim Style Patterns Andy set top with the long sleeves with this, because I thought that would go quite nicely with this fabric. So that's what I'm planning to do. I have already made that pattern once. I made the sleeveless version and I made it in a large, but I cut the shoulders, I think, at a small or an extra small. And the top was okay. It does kind of fit, but sort of only just. So I reprinted the pattern yesterday and I decided to cut the extra large. So the sizing's a bit odd with the Swim Style Patterns. I can't remember off the top of my head what the extra large is, but I think the finished measurements for the extra large is like 43-inch bust. So it's not sort of it's a smaller size than you would expect, I think. I would have expected maybe more ease or something on that. So yeah, that's why I've gone, I'm a 40-inch bust, and I think the 3 inches is about right. So that's why I've sort of gone with that. So I'm actually not too far off this. I just needed to give it a quick press. It's quite an easy fabric to press, and this is nice and lightweight, so I think it will work out quite well for that top. So I've got something quite exciting happening tomorrow, and I will try and bring you along with me for some of it if I can. I don't know how much I will get kind of filmed, but I'll try and take some photos and stuff. But I'm actually heading into Birmingham tomorrow, Saturday, with some sewing friends, and we're going to go and visit Barry's, which is a little bit of a sewing institution in Birmingham, but they are closing soon due to some regeneration works that are happening in the area where they're located. So we thought, a couple of us thought we'd arrange a little get together and try and visit them before they close down. So I don't think they've announced any kind of dates yet, but I've got a feeling I'm sure I saw something that said it was sometime in June or July. So it just kind of worked out. This weekend was a date that most of us could do. I think there's a couple of people that can't make it now, and we've got a couple of extras joining us, so it should be quite nice. My mum's come in as well. So yeah, we're just going to head in there tomorrow and go and do that and have a little nosy around the rag market. So that should be quite a fun day. My husband's got some friends coming over and they're going to have a little golf tournament in the garden. So I need to be back sort of early to mid-afternoon really, because I think they're then heading into town, and I don't really want to leave Ralph on his own for too long. I think tomorrow is going to be quite stressful for him anyway, because I'm not going to be there and there's going to be lots going on here with my husband. So yeah, I don't want to leave him too long. So yeah, I think it'll be quite a nice day, and I think the weather is set to be quite nice tomorrow, so that should make a difference. Oh, I should probably just show what I'm wearing actually as well. So this for so it's the penultimate day of Me Made May today, which is really sad, but also, you know, you can't stay in in May forever. But I thought, I think this month, sorry, I'll go back for a second. So this month, I feel like most days I've been reaching for kind of jeans and t-shirts and that kind of thing. So I thought I would make an effort and pull out one of my dresses. So I will pop a picture in here so that you can see, but today I am wearing my fringe dress, one of my fringe dresses, and this one is actually made in a double gauze, and I love the colours on this, and it's been quite nice lightweight to wear today because it's actually quite, even though it's a little bit overcast out there, and it's a little bit breezy, it's very warm, so it's quite a humid day, so this has been perfect for that. So yeah, that's what I'm wearing today. Anyway, I'm going to sign off again now, and I'm going to go and cut this top out now that this fabric has been ironed, so I'll see you again soon. Good morning, it's Saturday the 31st of May, so it's the last day of Me Made May. Today I am wearing my nail dress because I'm off to Sobrum, and I thought it was kind of appropriate to wear a nice dress for the last day of Me Made May, and it's meant to be a warm day today, so I thought this would be nice and lightweight. It's made out of a lovely red linen. I'm just walking Ralphie quickly, give him a little bit of a run, and then I need to have a quick bit of breakfast. My mum's going to arrive, and then we've got our train booked, so I haven't got too long. It's all a little bit of a rush, but I shall try and take you along for some of my day today. So I'm going to head off now, concentrate on Ralph's walk, and I shall catch up with you again in a little while. Hi everybody, last day of Me Made May today, and I am just popping on because I am back from my trip into Birmingham today. So it is currently 5 o'clock, I got home probably about an hour ago, and I've unpacked, and I have just had a little bit of a chill, and I thought I would just jump on and just talk to you about my day today, what we've been up to. And then that'll be it. My vlog will be out tomorrow on Sunday. So as I mentioned this morning, I was heading into Birmingham today, and I've had such a good day. It's been honestly such a lovely day. So there was 6 of us in the end that went into Birmingham. My mum came with me, so she came here and we jumped on the train together, and then we planned to meet up with a few friends. So we had Lucy, we had Emily, we had Lisbeth, and we had Joe, and then obviously me and my mum, so there were 6 of us all together. Originally meant to be 8 of us, but a couple of the ladies unfortunately couldn't make it in the end, so it was just the 6 of us, but it was a really lovely day. So when we arrived into Birmingham, we all headed straight to the rag market, and we spent a little bit of time wandering around the stalls outside the rag market first of all, then we went inside. It was actually really quiet in Birmingham today around the market, so it was really pleasant to kind of walk around the stalls. It wasn't too busy, and we had kind of plenty of time and plenty of space to look at all of the fabrics. And if you've never been to the rag market in Birmingham, it's really cheap, so you get some really good fabrics. You do have to watch a little bit what you buy. Some of the things can be a little bit maybe not as great quality, but you can pick out some really great quality fabrics as well if you're careful with what you look for. So I will share with you what I picked up today while I was there. And then after we did the outside bit, we then went to the inside part of the rag market and had a wander around in there, which was great. There was a few more kind of fabric stalls in there, plus a lot of other stalls selling lots of other things, but we mainly just looked at the fabric stalls, and there was a couple of haberdashery ones. And then we went back outside and we found a place to sit and have a bite to eat. Now, just to keep it kind of simple, we all decided to take a lunch with us because we thought that would be the easiest option. And it would then wouldn't be taking us away from too much of the fabric shopping and what we were there for. So we kind of found a little place to perch and we sat and ate our lunches. And then we then headed over to Barry's, which is probably about a 5-10 minute walk from the rag market. And we walked over there and to have a look. So if you're not aware, Barry's is quite a well-known shop based in Birmingham, and unfortunately they are due to close soon because their whole area around there is being regenerated. So all of the businesses are having to move out. So they are closing and they are not relocating that shop to another location. So they're going to be closing completely. So they currently have a sale on a lot of the fabrics were, well, anything really up to 50% off. A lot of the sort of viscoses and sort of cottons and things like that were all 25% off. All of their coatings and sort of more of the heavier coat kind of fabrics, they were all 50% off. Didn't buy anything like that because one, I didn't really want to carry it back on the train. Two, I haven't got a lot more storage for that sort of thing at the moment, and I've packed away a lot of my winter kind of fabrics. So I wasn't really looking for coating, but if coating is the sort of thing that you're looking for right now, then that would be a great place to go to pick up a bargain. They had quite a lot of coatings in there. So I'll just share with you what I did buy. So first of all, I picked up this fabric here. So this was actually on the floor of the rag market. So quite often some of the stores, they just have really sort of cheap pieces of fabric just in a pile on the floor, and you kind of delve in. Well, I saw this bit sticking out and I thought, oh, what's this? This is actually a mesh. Let me see if I can show you an end, just so that you can see. So there you go, it's quite see-through, it's got quite a lot of stretch to it. It's obviously a poly. I don't think you can get mesh that isn't, but I've had an idea of a mesh kind of top in my mind for quite a while. I'm not necessarily going to be sewing this up straight away, but this piece cost me, I think it was about £4 maybe, or £2, something silly like that, and it's quite a big piece here. I've just kind of got in my mind a kind of a base layer sort of top, so that will be more towards the kind of autumn and winter, but that is what I picked that piece up for. And then also on the floor, might be the same stall actually, because we went back to it, I picked up this, which is a really nice quality kind of viscose jersey. So you see it's got a little bit of stretch there. I'll just bring it a little bit closer. And there's probably about 2 meters or so here, and the guy on the store gave this to me for £1. So it was like incredibly cheap, and yeah, it's a really nice quality. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to make with that, but maybe some kind of either a top or possibly even a kind of a lightweight jersey dress might be nice in that. But I really liked that kind of emerald green, so I picked that one up. And then the other fabric I got from the market is this one, and this is a beautiful viscose. It's quite lightweight, I would say maybe a viscose foil possibly, and I got 3 meters of this, and this one was also £2 a meter. Would you believe? I'll just bring it a little bit closer so that you can see, but I loved the colours in that, and I love a leafy sort of print, and I just envisaged a lovely lightweight dress for a holiday with that one, so that is why I picked that one up. So yeah, I was really pleased that I managed to get that, because it's just beautiful. And then the only other thing I got from, oh no, there's 2 things I got. These are more haberdashery bits, but I got a piece of trim here. I actually bought about 3 meters of this, so this was kind of £2 a meter. And the reason I bought this is because I am actually in the middle of making this top at the moment, which is it's the Andy set top by Swim Style Patterns, and I'm making the long sleeve version. But I forgot, I've previously made this top, and when I made it, I made a sleeveless version, and it's actually quite a short top. And what I ended up doing with the top that I'd previously made is I put a little bit of a trim around the bottom. And so I kind of picked this up with that in mind, that I might end up doing the same thing. But I took a little piece of the fabric with me, and I managed to match up the trim with this kind of colour in the fabric. So that is why I kind of picked up a little bit of that trim, because I thought it might look quite nice kind of around the bottom of the top. So yeah, that's the reason I picked that one up. And then I just picked up some little buttons, which I thought were really nice, and they are these. They're kind of like a nice teal colour. I don't really have any buttons in this colour, and I just like the shape of them, and I've just bought 10 buttons, but it cost me £1 because they were 10p each, so I just picked up 10 of those. And then after we did the rag market, we headed over to Barry's, as I said. And I did actually just buy myself one piece of fabric in Barry's, which is this. So this is actually a beautiful viscose linen, and I really liked those colours in it, and I kind of envisaged either a pair of trousers or possibly a skirt, something like the Maeve skirt or the Saturday skirt, or just, you know, a nice easy pair of trousers. But I think I possibly see this more as a skirt, being that it's viscose linen. I think it would be nice as a nice kind of floaty skirt for summer or on holiday. So that's why I picked that fabric up. And that is it. That's everything that I bought. So I was actually really reserved, because I'm conscious I've got a lot of fabric already. My stash has grown quite a bit over the last few months or so, and I need to kind of get through a lot of those fabrics. I've got some other events and bits and pieces coming up over the next few months, so I'm conscious I didn't want to kind of add too much, and also we were on the train, I didn't want to carry too much back with me either. So they were my purchases. But yeah, I had an absolutely fantastic day, and yeah, if you ever get the chance to go, I would highly recommend it. It's just a fun day out. If you go with sewing friends as well, it's really good fun. So yeah, we had a great day. So sorry if I'm looking a little bit warm, but it's actually really muggy outside today. It's really warm, and I think as I'm talking I'm sort of getting myself a little bit warmer. So as I mentioned, it is the last day of Me Made May today, and because of that I kind of wanted to put on something a little bit more special today. So I have put on a dress today, which is my nail dress from Tilly and the Buttons. I made this last year, and I kind of made it towards the end of the summer, I think it was, so I didn't actually get a chance to wear this. So it just kind of got packed away, and yeah, I've not really worn it, so I decided to put this on today. So I did originally make this with the puff sleeves and with the bows down, and then there's actually kind of poppers behind these bows. So the bows are just there for show, and there's poppers behind, so the whole dress is kind of poppered. And then I've got these patch pockets on the front here as well. Rather than inseam pockets, they're patch pockets. So it's just a really nice lightweight sort of dress. It's not overly sort of big kind of here, so it's a little bit more fitted at the top, which I like, and then it's kind of loose and flowy at the bottom, and I've just got it to kind of knee length, and so that is perfect for a warm day like today, walking around town. And I just wore it with a pair of trainers today. So I wanted to keep my footwear comfortable because I knew that we were doing a lot of walking. So yeah, it's been great actually, and it's kept me fairly cool today. So it's been great. So yeah, that's pretty much everything I wanted to share with you, and I am going to sign off now because I'm going to go and just chill this evening. My husband's out tonight, so he's had some friends over today and they've gone out into our local town centre and they're going to have a meal and stuff out. So I've just bought myself something quick and easy to eat from Marks and Spencer's. I've just got a Thai green curry to have to myself, so that's something nice to look forward to. And I'm just going to chill, I think, tonight on the sofa and give a little bit of fuss and attention to Ralphie, because I think he's kind of been missing me today and my attention. So I'm just going to chill tonight, and then tomorrow I've just got one day left before I go back to work. So it's been lovely having a week off, and I hope you have enjoyed kind of coming along on some of my kind of week off and the journey that I've had this week. So I'm going to sign off now, and I shall be back again with you hopefully next week. We are away at friends next Saturday, so I might try and I'll see if I can get a chance to record my vlog maybe sort of Thursday or Friday evening, and then bring that to you. But it may be slightly shorter vlog than usual, and then yeah, I've got a couple of busy weekends coming up, so my vlogs may be a little bit more sporadic than normal. I've got quite an exciting one the following week, which I'll tell you about next week. But yeah, I'm going to sign off now and go and get myself some dinner and just chill for the evening. So I shall catch up with you again soon. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I shall see you again soon. Thank you. Bye.